Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Soul Sunday. We're starting a new webinar. I'm very excited to be doing this with my daughter. Destiny's in Hawaii, and I miss her so much. And so this is one way that we can be connected. So thank you, honey. And thank you all for joining us and being here with us in this space at this time. And we have a spiritual intelligence panel to share with you. So I'm going to ask Destiny to, would you like to call us into the light, babe, for this webinar?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Dear Mother, Father God, Supreme God of all gods, placed in the light for the highest good of all concerned, fulfill, surround, protect, and bless this webinar and all who attend and watch this webinar. And please bless the Spirit to guide us with pure love and pure light and wisdom throughout this whole experience, to share as much as we can to help all that we can. Thank you. We love you. Boosh Basham.
And so it is. Thank you, sweetheart.
Okay.
That's good. Well, these we got a calling to share whatever comes in for spiritual intelligence, and we don't know what that is, and we'd like to invite you to share any insights that you have with that in mind, spiritual intelligence. What I got was the three selves, which is kind of like, it can be equated to mind, body, spirit. And the three selves being the high self, conscious self, and basic self. And a perfect example that I would like to share with you is I'm doing a seminar marathon right now from 7 p.m. to 1 in the morning. And I've been doing it for over a month. And my basic self is crying out saying, I need more sleep. And my high self is saying, no, these spiritual teachings are so valuable. You need to stay up. And so, you know, this is how our three selves can, you know, communicate with each other and come into alignment. So there's this little battle going on right now between my high self and my basic self, and my conscious self is trying to keep peace. So that just came to me while I was in the shower, and I thought I'd share it because I can feel that. And, you know, I also feel that, you know, when we have inner peace, when we have peace with our three selves, then we can create peace outside of us in the world. So, you know, if we can do that collectively, have peace between ourselves, you know, then we can have peace with each other. So, Destiny, would you like to share?
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, you know, finding that alignment with all your selves is definitely a lifelong process of mastering. But, you know, I think the goal is to bring your focus to that, you know, bring your focus to what aligns me, you know, and tune into yourself and all your selves and really figure out and experiment with things and discover, you know, what works for you and how you so, yeah.
Honey, the internet is I think it might, do you have strong Wi-Fi there?
Yeah.
Okay. It just cut out for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've got most of what you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, you know, with our basic self, like for instance, right now, I have an issue with my eye. I don't know what's happened, but I have some infection or something going on with my eye, and my basic self is obviously calling for attention and needs more love and nurturing. So when we have, you know, an imbalance in the body, it's really important not to separate that, you know, and just embrace it as much as we can and give it love and nurturing. you know, because that's all it's crying out for, you know,
Yeah.
and and it will continue to do that until it gets what it needs, and what it needs is love. So whatever's hurting, right? And so whatever's hurting, whether it be inside or pain in the body, you know, for us to just recognize that, okay, I need to give myself more love right now, and listen more to my body.
Yeah, give it attention. You know, don't get attached to it, but listen to it, and what is it trying to tell you, you know, and sit with it. You know, don't let it control you in a way where you're detached or attached. You just let it be, but be aware of it, you know, and we're all one. So whatever is inside of you or on you or whatever, it's you. You just gotta you know, find that alignment to be aware and centered, and how can I, you know, understand myself more, or yeah, because you can't really come about something and like, oh, I need to get rid of this, because then it's kind of gonna, you know, it's not gonna really go away. You got to really put it in terms of it's you. It's not like it's not you, but it is. It's, we're all one. So it's a balance of mind. You know, everyone's their own unique way of looking at themselves. So
Yeah, I know, otherwise we're creating separation, aren't we? As soon as we do create any resistance, we're creating separation within ourselves. Yeah. So we'd like to make this interactive, so I'd like to unmute everybody, if that's okay, and so we can openly share. Hi everybody, thank you so much for being here with us, and we would love to share this panel with you. So if you want to send your serial numbers either in the chat box, or text or email them to me.
I can't understand.
Yeah, there's some background. Hi, would anybody like to share? Does anybody have anything going on right now in their bodies that they would like to talk about and share with the group?
It's really hard to hear.
I'm not sure where that. Okay, I think it was Vicky. Vicky must have something else going on there in the background. That's okay. If you would like to share, please just unmute yourself and introduce yourself. Hi, Paula. Thanks for joining us. Oh, disappeared. Oh, there you are. Paula, so we're opening this up for anyone that would like to share. We were just, for those of you that have just joined us, that we were just speaking about the three selves, the connection, the alignment with our high self, conscious self, and basic self. And how when the basic self, which is taking care of our body, is not feeling loved and nurtured, it will cry out for help. It will even reach out to somebody else for help if it's not getting the help or the nurturing that it needs from the high self and conscious self. If there's a disconnect.
Especially when you're in a relationship, you know, that reflection when you're in a relationship is so profound.
It really is, isn't it? It's like when we are full, when our hearts are full of love and we're overflowing with love, we're not extracting, we're not trying to extract love from anybody else, from outside of ourselves. You know, but when we feel a void, when we feel a lack of love, then, you know, we don't even consciously know that we're doing this. We are trying to extract love from others. So, you know, that's something we can be wary of.
Hi.
Oh, Vicky, sorry, honey. I unmuted you, then unmuted you again.
Okay.
Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm okay. I can't stay long.
Okay.
But I want to share what you and your daughter were saying about connection. uh, you know my story. I
do.
was, and I'm still. It's coming back, but this time I have Jesus and Blessed Mother with me and the whole family. So I'm not. The whole perspective and the whole connection would change when I connecting with Jesus and Blessed Mother. Um, and I learn more and more every day. And the connection is very important because you're talking about three cells. Um, the what I call tree cell is a human will cell that is trained and born from the form Adam, and we will concentrate only on the physical survival, not only on the higher cell, which is God's will. Um, and many times that we forgot that we are children of God. God created us to be His children, and we disconnected the separation since Adam fall, and we become orphan and homeless. Um, so 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 when we have the human will or the cell, the physical cell by itself, when it is imbalanced by nature, and when there is illnesses or challenges or something coming on, we don't know how to deal with it, and we call out for many um, uh, human remedies, instead of pour out to God and ask God to heal us. So what you do is very important. It's say it's in divine will. It's say come back to God. Only God can heal us. Um, there's two parts. There's the three wills. The human will or evil will per se. The free will, which is God say that okay, you can choose human will or you can choose my will, and it's God's will. When we connect with God's will, we become peaceful, and God will heal us. There's nobody else can heal us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the connection, like you say, is so important. It's when you connect with God, it is the return home to the royal palace of God, which God can provide everything we need, everything we want. The trouble is we don't know how. And your work is very important. It helps me a lot in many ways. It connects me with my higher self, with the biofeedback, for me to find um, to find the pathway, um, to continue the journey, because the soul is eternal. When we die, we either go to hell or we go to heaven. But the physical body does come to dust, and we don't know when we die. That's what God is decide. So I just want to share and thank you. I still have trouble to install the panel.
I know, honey. Well, let's get on a call. Let's get on a call and help you get.
Okay.
And there's a whole bunch of panels. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much for doing your work. And I just want to add one more thing: the gel that I used for 2 days. I am telling you, it works.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. So thank you for that. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you. And I'll call you after the webinar, honey, and we'll get your panels to you. We'll find your serial number. It's great to see you all on here. Thank you so much for joining us on a Sunday morning. So would anybody else like to share? I'd like to read something. Desi, I don't know, would you like to read first what you wrote?
I was wondering if you can mute other people when someone's talking. Like if I'm going to talk, then mute
There we
everyone
are.
else.
Sorry,
Okay.
sweetie. Yeah.
No, that's all right. And then maybe you should explain what you wrote about, you know, the basic self, conscious self, and high self, because you have a really good explanation there. You want to talk
Okay.
about that first? And then,
Sure.
okay.
Yeah. So my understanding is the high self is our divine connection to source. You know, so we're the high self remembers, you know, through all of its experiences. The high self has the knowledge and the wisdom that it shares with the conscious self. And then the conscious self works very closely with the basic self and keeps that connection strong. So something that just came to me that I would like to share about spiritual intelligence. When we are in one accord with spirit, we are living life through the eyes of God, and everything lines up in this divine authority. We call this spiritual intelligence. Our high self, conscious self, and basic selves are dependent on each other for this divine alignment, and they work as a team. The spiritual guidance comes in through the high self because the high self has the knowledge of life destiny agreed upon before embodiment and attempts to fulfill it. The conscious self can ignore to override the basic self and the high self. It takes great responsibility to stay attuned to spirit and receive the information provided through the high self to avoid creating negative karma resulting in reincarnation, which we don't, you know, we want to get off the planet, right? We're invested to get off the planet. So not to create more karma for ourselves while we're here, to, you know, be fully respectful of the law of cause and effect, and just live life more consciously. So our goal is to get off the planet by being complete with our karma here. The basic self needs to be nurtured and cared for. Its responsibility is to protect the body, and it will resist anything that will harm or hurt the body or cause destruction to itself. It is possible to have more than one basic self, and it can be male or female. The basic self reflects emotions to us through the solar plexus. The soul and the conscious self generally enters the body at birth, when a baby takes its first breath. The basic self enters the body at the time of conception. The basic self and high self know the karmic plan until a child reaches the age of around 7 or 8. When the veil of forgetfulness happens, the high self then carries the working memory of the life plan. This memory is still with the basic self, but because it is dormant, the basic self depends on the conscious self to direct it. Self-love is indicative of nurturing the basic self. When the basic self is lovingly guided by spiritual intelligence, it is fulfilled and does not seek to be in relationship with another. Relationship happens naturally when two individuals are aware of nurturing their own basic selves. And the basic self loves to do and complete. When the basic self knows it can rely on the conscious self to maintain integrity and loving, it will completely come into alignment with the conscious self and high self and into one accord with divine source. So that's my understanding of how the three selves work together with our divinity, you know, with the creator. And so, and we all have different names for the creator, you know, we know the creator is God, and there are gods of different realms, and there is the supreme God of all gods. So, you know, we work with the gods of the different realms as we're moving through those different realms, you know, the causal, mental, etheric, and soul realm. When we get to the soul realm, if we can maintain that, we can live life in soul transcendence as a soul being. So anyway, that's my take on it. So Destiny, would you like to share, sweetheart?
Yeah, to talk about the karma thing, I definitely agree. You know, we really should, you know, try to clear as much karma as possible. And I feel like right now, especially, we're in a time where the cycle of karma is kind of being accelerated, you know, in order for us to rise into our higher dimension. So trusting the guidance of our heart and allowing it to lead us through every moment, that I believe is one of the most important aspects of finding alignment and clearing karma. And I have a meditation that I do. It's all about feeling into the heart and understanding it more and more each day. I mean, the truth is that being in alignment with oneself is the true desire that we all hold in the deepest part of ourselves. I mean, who doesn't want to improve on themselves? I think the sad part is that not everyone knows how to improve, or they don't even believe that they can improve in the first place. However, we're all learning how to do this, and some more than others, but I think, you know, we're all here to share as much helpful information as we possibly can in order for this alignment to manifest into reality. And by sharing this information from each personal experience, we're basically opening up this door to the intelligence that lays within us. This intelligence is like a spider's web to me. It's what connects us to each other. So this is really important, you know, to share our experience and you know, open up our intelligence. That's what I have about karma. I really feel like right now we're in that time where the karma is like being accelerated. Like, for example, like I've just noted so many things happening, like I don't know, like even as little as like accidentally like killing a bug. I feel like, you know, I'll get like a little bit of karma from that. I've been noticing my life, you know, when you go, time is a lot, the karma is like faster than it used to be.
Yes.
I don't know if that's just me or not, but I feel like, you know, the whole coronavirus thing, that has a lot to do, I feel, with the birth, how it's falling back to us.
Honey, sorry, you're breaking up.
I am?
Yeah, it seems okay now.
Okay.
Yeah, got up to Earth, the like speaking about the global karma and how.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you know, just the whole coronavirus thing, I think it has a lot to do with the karma of Earth and how, you know, I trust the whole thing, and I believe it's all meant to be, and I believe that it has a lot to do with the acceleration of karma right now, and I want to, you know, I think how we can assist in the evolution of our humanity is accepting and allowing what's taking place. However, also, you know, staying in our alignment. And so, what is our alignment, and who are we? And this time is really important, you know, to tune in. It's like, it's really, we're given this time to go in. We're not really allowed to go out right now. But so anyway.
Yeah, and the outer world reflects the inner world. So whatever's going on in our inner world is what we are reflecting out. So it's really a time for us to clean up our act, isn't it? And refine, you know, do a lot of spiritual refinement so that we can take that out. When we can go out again, we can take that out into the world and share what we've all learned, you know, doing the inner work. So it's really a beautiful time for transformation for all of us. And yeah, and clearing. I mean, look at how, you know, nature is thriving by us being, you know, not being able to go out as much. I mean, obviously we're still having to go out for necessities, you know, but it's like, it's so
Definitely.
beautiful to see the healing that's happening on the planet right now. It's like,
Yeah.
life, yeah, I mean, like life will never be the same again in a good way.
Yeah.
You know, we're transforming. This is a very beautiful time for all of us, for the planet.
Definitely. And things are more quiet, you know, there's I actually really appreciate times like this, you know, so where everything's just kind of quiet. We're all, you know, we don't know what's going on, but we trust, and that's
Yes.
important.
Yeah.
We trust for the highest, you know, the highest light, the highest spirit.
And we find our peace in that place, in stillness.
Exactly. Yeah. What else can we do?
Right.
I mean, tuning into ourselves and all of them, you know, will enhance every part of your life. And I think the question we need to ask is, how do we do that? I put it in one word: it's meditation. For me, it's meditation. You know, it's meditation is the act of tuning our minds into the center of our consciousness. However, this level of consciousness can be achieved by many things. So ask yourself, what is my meditation? What works for me? And it can be a number of things, but there's always at least one thing that gets you motivated and excited about being alive and knowing who you really are on all levels.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you.
believe in yourself.
Yeah, this really is a great time for us to find that confidence, isn't it? That inner calling that we have, you know, to be who we came here to be, you know, find out, like discover what our true calling is and be that in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would anybody else like to share? We'd love to hear from some of you what you have to share about spiritual intelligence. Well, Destiny is making a video. 11:11 is a very special time for Destiny and I. We connect at that time every day, and I also read out loud, you know, from a spiritual book every day at 11:11. So Destiny is preparing a meditation that we can all use, you know, for our upliftment, and if you choose to use it. So we'll probably have that ready by next week, you think, Destiny?
Yeah, I'll be working on it. I want to add a little bit of content from this webinar, you know, to kind of make it like a series. So
Nice.
yeah, I'll be working on that.
Karen?
Yes. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey. I just want to add to what Stephanie was saying about
Destiny?
meditation.
Destiny?
No,
Oh.
Stephanie, your daughter. Her
Yeah,
name's-
that's Destiny.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's okay, honey.
Okay. She was saying about meditation. When I look at the whole thing, who can stop everything without a single bullet? Who can
Yes.
stop all of these shouting and all of these crazy thing around the world? We without a bullet. It's only God can do it, right? So for me, this time is God was saying, hey, remember me. Remember, I am your creator. And Stephanie, right? Did I say it right?
Destiny.
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 Oh, Destiny. Okay, what a lovely
Yeah.
name.
Thank
Who
you.
chose it?
who chose your name? I'm just
Well,
kidding.
I was gonna name Destiny Xena, Princess Warrior, you know, like Xena after the Princess one, the TV show. And 2 weeks before Destiny was born, she came to me and she said, in a dream, she said,
Dream.
my name's not Xena, it's Destiny. I thought, whoa. so I never called her Xena. Her name is Destiny.
Oh, how lovely. Thank you for sharing that story. She was saying about meditation. And that's what that's what the that's what Father wants. Father wants to stop everything so we can remember who is in charge, you know.
Yeah.
And meditation is, my understanding, is the way to connect it to the higher self, to your spiritual self. And what a lovely time that we are free of everything. No more rush, no more no more running around like a maniac, and to stay home with God. How lovely is that?
We are so blessed. Yeah. I'd like to also share something. Thank you, Vicky. Yeah, it's very important to remember that, you know, everything we are given is from God, you know, for our upliftment, learning, for sharing and caring with each other. And to, you know, give gratitude every day for how blessed we are, you know, for the challenges in our life, because we learn so much, you know, through the hard times, through those challenges. And that's how we strengthen. And when we, as we get stronger, we can then help, we're in a better position to help others. And first law of ministry, for those of us that are ministers, is to take better care of ourselves so that we can take better care of others. But like when we're flying, you know, to put the oxygen mask on ourselves first, because we have to do that. We have to take care of ourselves to be able to take care of others. I love what David says here. It is indeed beautiful how so many healing is happening in this quiet period of Corona. Everywhere where people are sending love into the ethers. That is what we can do now to connect ourselves and spread love. Beautiful. Thank you, David. Yeah, it's the most powerful frequency in existence, isn't it? And we should use it wisely and as creatively as we can for ourselves and each other. Yeah, thank you, David. Anybody else have anything to share? And if you'd like to, if you have your serial number, David, I have yours. Vicky, I have yours. And I think I'll check to see who else I have. But if you haven't given me your serial number before, if you can please send it in the chat box or text it to me, I'll put my phone number. Or you can email it to me at Karen@quantum, QUANTUM, -life.com. And I'll send you the custom panel that we've created for spiritual intelligence. So be happy to do that. Disney, would you like to do at 11:11 in 6 minutes from now? Would you like to do a little guided meditation?
I wasn't planning on it, but I could probably come up with something unless you had something in mind.
Okay, that would be beautiful. I know it's a very auspicious time.
So it's 8:05 for me.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm just reading out. So
it's 11:05 here.
Okay, so at 8:11 my time.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
Okay. So does anybody have any questions for Destiny, all right? Or any questions, anything to share? We've got a few people that have just jumped on. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And we're inviting you to share anything that you have, any insights or anything and experiences that you have to share with the group about spiritual intelligence. Whatever that means to you. Well, Disney, would you like me to read out what you wrote here, sweetheart? Or do you have it there?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, you do? Okay. Would you like to read that, honey? This is beautiful.
Which part?
I feel that we are in a time where the cycle of karma is being accelerated in order for us to rise into our higher dimension and
I
trust.
already said that. I already said that part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My meditation is all about feeling into the heart and understanding it more and more each day. Did you read out?
I read out that, but there's also stuff that I didn't read. I know what that is.
Okay, you want to share that, honey?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. When I'm talking about like believing in yourself and knowing yourself and know in your heart that what you truly are is divine source, and that's all that matters. I mean, however many times you get lost, you can count on the eternal law that not one soul will ever be lost.
Mm-hmm.
I trust that law, and I love to trust that law, and trust that what you are doing in this very moment is what is meant to be for you. Accept it and love it fully, because as you resist, that's what causes dis-ease. You know, that resistance is what causes dis-ease. And if you feel like you want to make a change in your life, or you feel like you're ready for your alignment to be aligned elsewhere, then practice the art of moving and flowing gracefully, you know, while your dreams whisper your visions into truth. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. And also the meditation that I believe can, you know, help align us and nourish us. It's kind of different for each self. Like a meditation um, of being still and aware of all myself, you know, that is what nourishes my conscious self. And that brings my attention into the present moment and how it can affect my body on all the high conscious and basic levels. And I totally agree with what you were saying about caring for yourself before you can care for others, because caring for yourself is always the most important. You can't care for anyone else properly until you've cared for yourself first. And
Like
how do you care for yourself?
Mm-hmm.
How do you care for yourself? Well, it's really simple. You know, it's all about experimenting with what you feel guided to do and doing it long enough to understand if it aligns with you or not. But also, the simplicity of caring for yourself is as easy as taking care of your universal needs. You know, all humans, we all have universal needs, and they're really simple. You know, I think, you know, other people can share what they believe are the universal needs. I think the main ones are, you know, hydration, nutrition, safety, shelter, social interaction, learning and evolving, and love. You know, I think these are the most important needs that we have as a human being. And once we have our needs met, I think, you know, the basis of taking care of ourselves is pretty much taken care of, you know, and then when you have that, you can grow on from there. You can master, become, you know, a spiritual master once you have those needs met, and you grow on from there.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's a good place to be in relationship with others, isn't it? When we are whole and not feeling fragmented. So when when we're living life as a soul being, so to speak, then we are considered whole, and then we can be in relationship with others more harmoniously, you know, because we don't react, we don't feel negative emotions. You know, we've mastered that. We've transcended that.
yeah, once we have all our needs met, we're satisfied to carry on with our lives, a powerful manifester, creating each moment from pure love and light.
Yeah.
I just want to share a quote that, it's 11:11, right?
Oh, beautiful.
11. All right, so you want me to do the meditation?
Yeah, love that. Thank you, sweetie.
All right. So let's just all take a big, deep breath. and focus on our breath. And I want you to let go. Just let go of everything. Let go of all thoughts. Let go of everything. And just tune your awareness into what's present right now with you. And that alone is a powerful meditation. Just sit with that, just breathe, let go, and be aware. I want you to imagine like yourself kind of getting lighter and lighter. You're turning into light as you let go more and more. You're just kind of you're just letting go, and you're turning into light by doing that. And don't forget to breathe and focus your awareness on the present moment and nothing else. And when you're in this space, you don't have to do it today, but you can take this meditation when you're in your personal time to turn your awareness inwards and put your hands on your heart and focus what's in my heart right now. And I say you can do this at a more personal time because that can bring up a lot, and I ask that you really tune into that space. But for now, let's just feel gratitude. Let's just think about things that we're really grateful for, because that's what we need right now. We really need gratitude. You can never get enough gratitude. Just think of things that bring the greatest smile to your face. And let's be in that space and bring our awareness into that space of gratitude. And once you've had the thoughts of what brings you gratitude, you can then let go of those thoughts, but hold on to the gratitude and let it emanate from within you. And kind of play with your vision. Imagine light in your body, and whatever color you want, imagine this color being gratitude. It's filling you up, and it's expanding. It can't help but expand, and it's so big. It's just expanding throughout all of the earth. Let's just hold that. Let's just hold the vision of gratitude holding the earth, and it's coming from within us. The gratitude coming from within us, and it's limitless. Of light, allowing gratitude to unfold. It's so much, it makes you tingle. It's so much gratitude. It just you can't help but hold it in. It's everywhere. transform everything inside of you into gratitude. Imagine every cell in your body, like, just like lifting its arms up and saying, I'm so grateful. I appreciate. I love this. I am in love with myself and with life and everything. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. And I want you to kind of put a little dot there and imagine that this gratitude is staying there around the earth. It's staying there, and now bring your awareness back to the present moment where you are. Breathe, listen to what the sounds are around you, and envision your soul in your body, the highest light going straight through your whole body, down into the earth, into the center of the earth. And I want you to envision a light of gold and silver coming from straight through you down into the center of the earth. And I want you to feel grounded now. Nothing but feel grounded. And now feel grateful that you are grounded. I'm so grateful that I am grounded. Oh, it feels so good to be grounded into this earth. And golden light all around you. And you can add elements to it. I like to add elements of a horse and a dolphin and a waterfall. And what I envision these elements to be for me is the waterfall is cleansed. I envision a waterfall in my aura, and it means I'm cleansed. And the wild horse for me means I am wild and free, and I am strong. And the dolphin for me means I'm happy, full of energy and vitality. I'm sure. And it can be anything, whatever you want. And envision these elements. They're in your aura. They're a part of you. They're changing the frequency around you and in you. You are safe and protected in this golden light, in this grounding that you have. All right, I bet that's good enough for now. You can hold the space as long as you wish. But that's one of my greatest gifts I can give to you right now.
Thank you. It was beautiful, honey. Oh, it feels so good. And when we're in that place, we're that's our parasympathetic. We need to. That's how we activate our parasympathetic, which is how we heal. We can only heal, our bodies can only heal when we're in parasympathetic, which is relaxed, a total relaxed state. So you created a beautiful space for us to do some healing there. Thank you, honey.
Oh, of course. And I just ask that you experiment with that space and discover it more and more by being with that space that's just you, and we have so much potential with our imagination and our vision. It does profound things. So use that,
Yeah. And it doesn't matter what's going on, or it does, but I mean, only if we allow it to, whatever's going on around us, while we're meditating, there might be noise, there might be a lot of energy, around us, but we can still maintain our own peace in that place, in our own space within, we can still maintain peace and continue to do the meditation. So it's actually a good practice. It's a good practice to have those distractions going on, so that we can learn how to do that.
It is a very good practice, and we all have profound abilities to transform energy, and we can definitely use distractions in a way to just transform the energy that it, if it disturbs you, transform that energy. Just simply, just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it, and practice with that.
Yeah, we're powerful co-creators with God, and I think, sometimes we get glimpses of just how powerful, how powerful that is, the blessings that we're given to be co-creators with God, to be able to create these transformations, for ourselves and for others. And as healers, I mean, Jesse and I are both healers, and, we know that's our calling. And so recognizing that, when we're working with others to bring about healing, we're facilitating. We're never doing the healing for them. We are holding space for them and facilitating for them to do their own healing. And it's, it's important for us to know that, we have tools like the quantum infinity, to help us as we're learning step by step how to do this without the tools. I mean, I laugh at myself because I make a joke of this, but it's true. I can so easily put myself out of business because we all know that we can do this. We can do our own healing without tools. We are given everything we need to be able to do our own healing. We are our own healers. So, hopefully we're moving more and more into that and embracing that more and realizing our power in that way. Yeah. So before we finish up, is there anything anyone else would like to share? Oh, there's a lot here in the chat. I didn't realize. Yeah, there's some background noise, sweetheart. I don't know. Destiny lives in such a beautiful place, and I mean they're pretty much self-sustainable out there on the Big Island and where they are, and it's a beautiful 25 acres. But one of the unfortunate things is technology, right? The sound doesn't always work as well. I'm going to share here. I'm hoping this. Oh, you've already shared it with everyone, David. I'm going to read this out loud. Thank you. I think we also heal karma with our biofeedback. What is karma? Karma is also blocked emotions, thoughts, and other problems in the body. So by treating ourselves, we also are removing karma from past life. I felt many strong movements already by using my app. It's like liberating our mind and soul step by step. I completely agree with you, David. The quantum infinity is a divine tool that was given to all of us. And when it came in to create this app, so I'll just say share a little bit about my history. Destiny's dad created the SKIO, Professor Bill Nelson, and it's like the granddaddy biofeedback tool, and it's been given lots of different names. It's now called the Adductor. And well, in 2010, I received a transmission in meditation to create something based on the same technology, so similar technology, but make it in the form of an app and make it affordable, and get it out to the masses. So that's how it came in. We're actually in the process of making a quantum life light, a quantum infinity light. So it's going to be a very basic version of the quantum infinity. That will be available soon, and that will probably sell for like $149. So that's, and then you'll be able to unlock more panels from that to get the full quantum infinity that is also being reworked and taken on it's being transformed. So there's lots happening right now, but it's all within, these are great tools, and they're stepping stones to help us to fully step into who we are as these powerful creators, that can do our own healing. So they're still needed in the world. We still need these tools. And thank you for sharing that, David. Yeah, it's a very, very powerful app, the Quantum Infinity, and it's very intuitive. I mean, you probably realized that for yourself already. But it really tunes into us, it's like a divining rod. I mean, it tunes into our energy. I mean, we're electrical beings, it works with EPR, electrical physiological reactivity. It's all quantum. We live in a quantum universe, so it's reflecting back to us what we need to do, the steps we need to take to do our healing. So any questions? We're coming up to 11:30, a revolution in health. Thank you, David. Yes, it is, and we're very blessed and very grateful to have this tool. And it's, it's going to be revolutionized even more, actually, to suit today and what we need in our lives today, spiritually and physically. My little dog's getting all excited here. Yeah, so our physiology is a reflection of our thoughts and emotions. I mean, they all manifest into our physiology. So it's very important to be consciously aware of what we're allowing ourselves to think and feel. And, if there's any negativity going on, just nip it in the bud, transform it. It's important to feel it and know what it's communicating to us, but not hold on to it, to not have any attachment, to just have the awareness of it, let it go, transform it into positive healing energy, and then work with it in that way. So Destiny, anything else you'd like to share, sweetheart?
Yeah, I would like to share a quote that I found by Mother Teresa.
Beautiful.
I thought it would be good to share this in relation to what's happening with the coronavirus and everything.
Honey,
not
Destiny, sorry, sweetheart, it's breaking up.
Okay.
Oh, maybe if you hold that closer to you, yeah.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The greatest is, okay, can you hear me now? Yeah, okay. The greatest disease in the West is not TB. No.
Sorry, sweetheart. Maybe it's a little too close.
Oh, okay.
Can now. Now.
Yeah. The greatest disease in the West today is not TB or leprosy. It is being unloved and uncared for. We can cure physical diseases with medicine, but the only cure for loneliness, despair, and hopelessness is love. There are many in the world who are dying for a piece of bread, but there are many more dying for a little love. The poverty in the West is a kind of poverty. It is not only among us, but also there's a hunger for love as there is a hunger for God. And
Beautiful.
that's by Mother Teresa.
Thank you. Disney, what's the name of that quote, honey? Because it was breaking up a little bit.
I could send it to you in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I just sent it to everyone.
Beautiful. Thank you. Let's take a moment to read that. It's so true. It is so, so true. Yeah. And much gratitude to Mother Teresa. I mean, she brought so much love and compassion to the planet, to humanity. Yeah, this is a beautiful shift we're going through right now, isn't it? And we're in it together. So let's support each other through this and do whatever we can to, you know, lift in that way and lift each other, lift ourselves, lift each other, lift humanity, and support all of creation in the most beautiful way that we can. So thank you all for being here. We look forward to next week. Hopefully you can join us next week, and Desi will have a beautiful video to share with us that she's working on. Looking forward to seeing that and experiencing that, sweetheart. Thank you. All righty, we'll see you next week. Please stay safe and well, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And God bless us all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.